Before we get to the finale of the main league, we're taking a look at the B League version of Collision, the event that we just saw in the main league. The format will stay the same here, bracket style, 2 rounds each match, and the marble that does better between the two matches will move on. We're just gonna jump straight into this with the Deep Sea Divers and Rainbow Raiders. First place versus last place here. Deep Sea Divers trying to hold on to their championship lead going into the finale, while Rainbow Raiders simply trying to get out of the relegation zone. But right now, it's not looking good for the Rainbow Raiders, as it'll be a 3-2 lead for the Deep Sea Divers. And now they go again. Rainbow Raiders, will they be able to pull off a comeback here? And they'll actually bring it to a tie, it looks like. And yes, they will go to a tiebreaker, 4 marbles on each side, since that's the total for them, and it'll be a win for the Deep Sea Divers. 3-1 there. So 5-7. We're immediately starting off with a close match with the tiebreaker. We'll probably see a lot of ties here in this event. Zodiac Signs and Team Phoenix right now, 8th and 9th in the championship. Both of these teams at risk of relegation, but so they both want to do good here, so they can try and push away from the relegation zone. And Zodiac Signs with a 4-3 lead so far. This is looking pretty good for them. However, it's only a lead of 1, so they aren't safe yet. But Zodiac Signs, it looks like they will hold on to their lead, getting 2-1 there, and that'll be a win for the Zodiac Signs. Team Phoenix, this is not good for them. They're already only in 9th, so this will probably drop them down a few spots, which is not at all what they want. Now the Megabots and the Blood Moons. Megabots just got a medal in archery, bringing them closer to the championship fight. Blood Moons have not been doing very well, and it looks like it'll be the Megabots getting a 2-1 lead so far. And now they'll go again, switching sides. Will Blood Moons bring it back? Oh, and they almost do. They almost bring it to a tiebreaker, it looks like, but that marble will fall off there at the end. Unfortunate for them. So they're going to continue staying in the relegation zone, it looks like. Hornet, Hivemine, and Banana Splits. Banana Splits have been close to the relegation zone. We'll have to see how they do here. And it looks like it'll be a tie to start against the Hornet Hivemind. Hornet Hivemind have really made a comeback as of late. They were in the relegation zone for a while, and they've been kind of all over the place. But as of now, they're doing pretty good in the championship order. They're looking pretty safe from relegation, but you never know what could happen. And it looks like the tie will continue here. So they will go to a 3-3 tiebreaker here. What will happen? And it looks like, the Banana Splits will roll off at the end. They could have forced a sudden death tiebreaker where it's just 1-1, but they couldn't hang on, and Hornet Hivemind will get the win. This is not good for the Banana Splits, however, the Hornet Hivemind will be doing very good. Caramel Crew and Freezing Kings now. Caramel Crew haven't been doing too great as of late, but from their first 3 silvers, they are still managing to hold on to second overall. We'll have to see if they can keep it going, and it's a 2-2 tie right now. However, Freezing Kings in 15th. They are running out of time to escape that relegation zone, so they're going to want to have a good result here if they want to have a chance. And what'll happen, and the tie will continue, and we will go to a tiebreaker for the second time in a row, a 3-3 tiebreaker again. And it'll actually go to sudden death, it looks like. Whichever marble falls off first here loses, and the one that stays on the board longer will move on, and the Freezing Kings will do it. They will actually not fall off at all, which is pretty impressive. And they will advance to the quarterfinals, which is something that they really needed. Now the Patriotic Racers and the Glowing Moons. Both of these teams around the mid-pack, I think. Both of them not doing too bad, but they don't want to have any slip-ups that could cause some big mistakes here. And 3-1, Patriotic Racers out to a very strong lead here. Will they be able to keep it, though? We'll have to see. They go again. Oh, and look at this. The glowing moons keeping 4 on while patriotic racers only have 2. And I think that'll be a comeback for the glowing moons. Yes, a 5-5 tiebreaker. So the whole team is back in it for a third round here. Oh, and the glowing moons absolutely destroy the patriotic racers there in the tiebreaker, keeping 3 on while patriotic racers all off the board. That is very disappointing, very unfortunate for those teams. Mono Madmen and Planetary Pirates now. Mono Madmen have been doing pretty well. Planetary Pirates quite the opposite, and it looks like it'll be a 1-1 tie to start off. Planetary Pirates could have had an advantage, but they had one marble roll off the end there. And one spot, that bottom right corner, seems to be what tends to get these marbles. And just as I say that, you can see that Mono Madmen rolling off there at the end. But they will go to a 3-3 tiebreaker, it looks like. And it looks like the Mono Madmen might have it, but that one rolls off at the end. And we will go to a sudden death here. Whichever marble lasts longer. Oh, and the Mono Madmen fall off. Planetary Pirates will advance, and they really needed that. They have not been doing well, but that could have been a crucial moment for them. Perhaps the Planetary Pirates do have a chance to make a comeback here. The Candy Crushers and Blueberry Strikers. Blueberry Strikers, shockingly, have not been doing very well, and they're currently in the relegation zone, if not close to it. And not good for the Blueberry Strikers. And it's a 4-0 loss for them. This is not looking good. Blueberry Strikers, so far, somewhat recreating what they did in the qualifiers. They had a great first half, but they've been having a terrible second half so far, only getting bottom 4 finishes, and that might end up continuing here. Oh, and only one Blueberry Strikers marble will survive, but that's not going to really do them any favors. 4-1, still a huge loss for the Blueberry Strikers, and I think that'll be less in this event, unfortunately. And yes, it will. Team Phoenix and Blood Moon's also down there, shockingly, in 14th and 15th. Caramel Crew, though, getting the best of the rest. Actually, tied with the Mono Madmen there. So they will both get the same amount of points in this event. Now, looking at the quarterfinals, we have the Deep Sea Divers and Zodiac Signs. How will this go? And it'll be close, and it'll be a 2-2 tie to start off. Both of these teams, rivals, sort of, the top 2 from friendly number 3. So these two definitely want to try and beat each other in this event, but only one can win. And oh, it'll be the Deep Sea Divers winning 3-1 there in that heat. That'll give them the win. Sad for the Zodiac Signs. But Deep Sea Divers, could they continue the trend of having terrible results in even events, but getting medals in odd numbered events? We'll have to see. And the Megabots and Hornet have by now 2-2 tied to start off for them. Both of these teams quite high up there in the order. So both of them want to have good results here to potentially make a charge for the Deep Sea Divers. But with them advancing to the semifinals, that might be hard for either of these teams to do. Oh, and it looks like they will force a tiebreaker here. 3-3. What'll happen? And oh, Megabots! All of the marbles go off in the tiebreaker, which means that we're just gonna go to sudden death. And what'll happen? Who will survive longer? And it's the Hornet Hive Mind. They will be moving on. Very intense 2 tiebreakers there between 2 teams high up in the championship order, but the Hornet Hive Mind will come out on top. Freezing Kings and Glowing Moons now. It looks like it'll be the Freezing Kings 2-0. However, we have seen the Glowing Moons able to make a great comeback with the Patriotic Racers in the heats. So they're not to be counted out. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like the second run was corrupted, and yes, Glowing Moons did make a comeback 4-2, and they will be advancing. Candy Crushers and Planetary Pirates up next. And it looks to be a 2-2 tie, I think. Oh, but the second round and the tiebreaker were corrupted for this one as well, which means that the Planetary Pirates are going to get a 6-5 win. They're going to the semifinals. They have a chance at the medal. At a medal, this could be huge for the Planetary Pirates. Megabots, Candy Crushers, Zodiac Signs, and Freezing Kings will be 5th through 8th. Now, the semifinals. All these teams have a 75% chance of getting a medal here. Deep Sea Divers and Hornet Hive Mind. How will this go? Oh, Hornet Hive Mind look to have the lead, but just like that, they have 2 marbles fall off, and it'll be a 2-1 lead for the Deep Sea Divers. And now they will go again. Will the Hornet Hive Mind be able to make a comeback here? And oh, it's not looking good for them. It seems to be 1-1. Oh, and look at that. The Deep Sea Divers just pushing that one Hornet Hive Mind marble off. And it'll be a bad result for the Hornet Hive Mind. Deep Sea Divers moving on. They are guaranteed to get at least silver. Hornet Hive Mind, they will have to fight for bronze. Now, Glowing Moons and Planetary Pirates. This could be huge for Planetary Pirates. If they can move on to the final, this could potentially get them a gold and really boost them in the championship standings. But 2-2, it'll be a tie to start off. Glowing Moons are also going to want this. Glowing Moons have kind of been a favorite in this event with the amount of comebacks they've made. How will it go here? Oh, and will the tie continue? No, the Glowing Moons, they knock off one of their own marbles at the end. And crucially, the Planetary Pirates will advance. This should be able to get them out of the relegation zone, which is exactly what they want. Another bronze match, Hornet Hivemind and Glowing Moons. And Glowing Moons there, just absolutely pushing off a Hornet Hivemind marble there before going off the board themselves. And it'll be a Glowing Moons 2-0 win so far. But will they be able to keep it? I have to see. This is where bronze is decided unless it goes to a tiebreaker. And it looks like the Glowing Moons will have it. They will get a tie in this match. Oh, and you can see there, a Hornet Hive Mind marble goes off at the very end, and it'll be 5-2. Glowing Moons absolutely destroying Hornet Hive Mind there in the bronze match. Putting them in their place. Glowing Moons will get the bronze in this event. Deep Sea Divers and Planetary Pirates now. For the final, can the Planetary Pirates pull the ultimate upset against our championship leaders? And so far, it's looking good for them. 3-0. Deep Sea Divers really not putting up a fight here. Can they get anything done in the second round? And this will be close. But oh, the Deep Sea Divers having one marble roll off there. And it'll be absolutely no points for the Deep Sea Divers. They just gave up. Thankfully, they will still get a silver, but that was not a very good attempt. But the Planetary Pirates, a team currently in the relegation zone, will pull the ultimate upset and get the gold. Deep Sea Divers still getting the silver, though. And Glowing Moons, of course, getting the bronze. Their second medal in this B-League so far. It's a very interesting collision event. And it looks like we will still... We won't have a clinch here, thankfully. And the top 4... Everyone from Deep Sea Divers to Mono Madmen not only can win, but they're also the only 4 to be safe from relegation. Everyone Hornet Hive Mind to Team Phoenix can still podium, and everyone Banana Splits down cannot podium. We'll see you next time for the B-League finale.